Manchester United. The biggest club in England. They spent a decade still thinking they're elite, when in reality they've been running a social experiment in chaos. And no, this isn't just bad luck. This is what happens when a football empire loses its brain and replaces it with vibes, panic, and an £80 million mistake. Today, we're breaking down what exactly went wrong at Manchester United when Sir Alex Ferguson left. And no, I'm not just saying, ooh, they signed bad players. We're talking transfers that made no sense, managers with completely different ideas, a club structure which looks like it was made on a FIFA career mode. And somehow, after all of that, they still think that they're one signing away from winning the Premier League. Yeah, okay. Let's start where it all began. 2013, Ferguson leaves, drops the mic, wins the league and walks out. And in comes David Moyes. Now listen, this isn't a dig at David Moyes. The man walked in to the hardest job in English football, maybe even the world. Replacing Sir Alex isn't a job, it's a curse. You've got an ageing squad, fans demanding dominance, and a dressing room used to winning everything. And the club basically said, there you go, Moisey. Carry on. Carry on? Carry on? With what? Ferguson wasn't just a manager, he was the whole system. Recruitment, discipline, standards, and fear. All that gone overnight. And United just thought they could carry on like nothing had happened. That is where it started going pear-shaped. Now, let's talk about the transfers, because this is where it gets embarrassing. United didn't have a recruitment strategy. They had a shopping addiction. Big name available. Buy him. Does he fit our system? Doesn't matter. Does this player suit the manager? Who cares? Let's go through a few of the transfers. Paul Pogba. World-class talent. No system to support him. Angel Di Maria. Comes in. After 6 months, he hates it. Then he leaves. Alexis Sanchez. Wages so high, they broke the entire dressing room. And then Anthony. £80 million for vibes and someone twisting around on a football like a knobhead. No consistency, no plan, no identity. It feels like every summer they just spun a wheel. Right lads, who are we panic buying this year? And the worst part, every single time they changed their manager, they inherited players that they didn't want or didn't fit the system. So, you end up with a squad that looks like this. One player from a possession system, one player from counter-attack football, and one from whatever Mourinho was cooking. That is not a team. That is a museum. Now, this might be the biggest problem of everything. Man United didn't just change managers. They changed entire identities every 2 years. Louis van Gaal, slow, possession-heavy football. Mourinho, defensive, win now, siege mentality. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, just go out there and enjoy yourself, lads. Erik ten Hag, structure, discipline, trying to build something real. Rúben Amorim, new structure, three at the back, system reset. And now, he's gone. Sacked. Who's in charge? Michael Carrick, temporarily. And here's the funny part. He's actually doing all right. I actually like him as a manager. But all that just seems to sum the whole club up. Every time they start something, they just pull the plug. Every time there's a new direction, they just abandon it. So, what happens? New manager comes in. He needs new players. The old ones don't fit. Spend more money, then sack him. And then it all starts again. It's not a rebuild, it's a constant demolition. It's just a never-ending spiral of shit. Now, here's the bit that people don't like talking about, because it's not as fun as blaming the players. The real issue, the club is run badly. Ownership, questionable. Football decisions, they're made by businessmen. You had the Ed Woodward era, a man whose background was banking. That man was making football decisions. That is like asking a chef to fly a plane. Commercial success means more to them than football success. Sponsors, amazing. On-pitch performance, average. And that's all right with them. And when your priorities are wrong, everything else just follows. No proper sporting structure, no long-term plan, no identity. Just reaction after reaction after reaction. And this is the saddest part of it all, the culture. Under Sir Alex, they had standards. Lose a game, not acceptable. Drop intensity, you're out. Now, losing just feels normal. And it's sad, to be honest. Growing up, United were the team. Everybody wanted to finish above them, and if you did, 9 times out of 10, you won the league. Players come and go. Managers come and go. But the mentality, soft. There's no fear factor anymore. Teams don't go to Old Trafford scared anymore. They go there thinking, you know what, we can get something here. That would never happen before. And once that mentality slips, it's incredibly hard to get back. So, what actually went wrong at Man United? Everything. No plan, no structure, no consistency, and no identity. They didn't just collapse overnight. They slowly fell apart. Bad decision after bad decision for over a decade. And the worst part, they still act like they're one signing away. They brought in Amorim. New system, big ideas. Sacked. Now Carrick steps in. Suddenly, things look a lot better. That tells you everything. This isn't about the manager anymore. This is about the club. And until that changes, nothing else will. If you enjoyed this, this is what Terrace Chaos is all about. Real football talk. No filters. Subscribe. Or don't. But don't come back in 6 months pretending that I was right.